in the words of Diddy, you know we won't stop.
Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop.
You know we won't stop. I mean, that kind of behavior does not stop.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's very true.
I'm letting y'all know right now, this man
He ain't going to McDonald's.
he's the deviant of one of the highest levels.
Mm-hmm.
He has the power to continue to be a deviant. He can just be a deviant more on the down low now.
Yeah.
Double Toasted's 11th year anniversary party is coming up. Join us for a full weekend of live music, shows, comedy, after parties, a movie screening, and more. Get your tickets by going to dtanniversary.eventbrite.com and use the QR code right there to take you to the site and get your tickets today. And I'm excited to be returning to Chicago, performing at the Lincoln Lodge for the first time for my own brand of sit-down comedy. Get your tickets now by going to doubletoastedchicago.com, and I'll see you soon. So, the hottest ticket in New York City, the show that everybody's talking about, wasn't on Broadway. It was in a courtroom. You know, everybody, the hottest ticket in town was the Diddy trial as they awaited the verdict. Yeah, people, everybody's favorite black alien right there. Boy, I never knew how big his head was.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Until he got to that mugshot.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he does like a black alien, doesn't he?
Well, look how close his eyes are.
Yeah, I know. You kind of think he did all this stuff because he's probably some kind of mutant or inbred.
He don't know no better.
Yeah, he don't know. Yeah, there's something wrong with him. He looks like a black light bulb, don't he?
He does.
Looks like a light bulb with an afro.
Yeah.
Wow, you never knew how big his head was until he took them shades off and took that mugshot. That's why he wears those glasses. It takes away from his damn head.
Well, yeah, because his eyes are so small and close together.
I didn't believe in lizard people until I saw this right here. But man, I think this will go to Broadway next. The way this verdict went and everybody was watching this. Oh yeah, people trying to get a ticket to go inside the courtroom. People standing outside in line like they waiting for damn Wicked or the Book of Mormon or something. Yeah, man. I would not be surprised if we get Diddy Trial, the musical, because everybody was so into it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not even joking, man, because it's kind of a sad day depending on who you are, or it's an amazing day, a happy day depending on who you are, and not just Diddy, because Diddy is kind of happy, you know, kind of. At least that's what they're saying. But yeah, if you've been keeping up with the trial, and that is this man's mugshot, but today he's been found guilty on 2 lesser charges of transportation of former girlfriends for prostitution and faces up to 20 years, which he ain't gonna do.
No.
Come on now. But he was acquitted of all those RICO things that went on. The man was acquitted of the sex trafficking charges,
racketeering.
and racketeering. Yeah, the most serious crimes out of all that. And as you can see, there's just shock on my face.
I know. Well, yeah, I was gonna bring it up yesterday when they said that they're having trouble with some of the jurors who the foreman was saying, well, some of these jurors aren't going by the instructions. And it's like, okay, that's a mistrial at least.
I heard some of them falling asleep. Man, the hottest ticket in town, and y'all got in there and fell asleep. Do you know how hard people were trying to get these tickets, and y'all taking it for granted? But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm usually not a pessimistic person. I'm usually not I'm not a what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for here? Always with words, boy. I'm not a pessimistic person. I am not it begins with an S, the word I'm thinking of. I keep wanting to say skeptical, but that's not it. But anyway, no. Somebody will put it up there. Anyway, I'm going to say that I'm surprised that this man got charged with anything. Cynical. It begins with a C. That's why I couldn't think of it. C-Y. Boy, I better not ever be in a spelling bee. Spell cynical. S. Yeah. I didn't get past the first letter. No, I'm usually
Mojo. M-O-J-J-O. Mojo.
Mojo. M-O-G-O. You blockhead. Better than that head. But I'm usually not a cynical person. I'm trying not to be a pessimistic person about this. I do try to be hopeful about things, but I am surprised that this man got charged with anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you why. It was after seeing that dumbass, monkey-ass minstrel show outside the courtroom.
Oh.
All those people out there forgetting that there are victims involved in this, just creating this like it's a red carpet.
Yeah, yeah.
Out there like they all paparazzi, looking at with the phones up in the air. This is, like I said, I'm not cynical. I'm not pessimistic. I am hopeful about mankind. But when I see shit like this, I'm like, you know what? Blow it all up.
Well, yeah, everybody leans toward the celebrity and they don't think about the victim, even though we have video that got that shown everywhere.
Yeah. That's why I was surprised he got charged with anything, because it's funny how we never saw Diddy except for those crazy ass courtroom sketches,
Yeah.
but everybody was wrapped up in the celebrity of it. It's almost like not seeing Diddy was the allure of the whole thing. And people just were so wrapped up in the celebrity of it that I think people just lost sight that there were actual victims and alleged victims in this case. And I just looked at this and I just depressed me, man.
Well, we can say victims based on what he was charged with.
That's true. No, that is very much true. I'm just so used to dropping that alleged right there.
Know.
You know, I think right now, and this is what got me, and you know, because I looked at that whole, like I said, that stupid ass minstrel ass show circus that they had going on outside, and I said, boy, when that verdict comes through, they really gonna act a fool. And they did not disappoint. I mean, I almost got to give y'all extra credit for being extra stupid. Because these fools stripped down and celebrated with baby oil out there.
Are you serious?
Man, I'm sorry you had to hear this from me, but they stripped down and started rubbing baby oil all over their bodies.
Was it like the scene in The Wiz when they started taking off their clothes and dancing around?
Now that I think about it, yeah, it was a stupid ass whiz. And it's just from the people that you expect it from. And now you can call me old you want to, but I never thought that was a good look, having your pants halfway down the crack of your ass with your drawers showing, and sometimes your full ass. So this is the kind of people that were out there.
Sure.
So saddened, depressed, but not shocked, not surprised. Actually admired that y'all kind of took it there. Y'all got extra stupid with it. Just as slick and shiny and greasy. Again, treating this like a sport. Right. Oh, we won.
We won, yeah.
You didn't win a goddamn thing.
Right.
And I tell you what, looking at this, we all lost.
Yeah, when you get your Diddy prize.
Yeah. Half y'all still out there broke. All y'all stupid. All y'all still got babies to feed that y'all ain't taking care of well.
Right, you're not at your job.
Yeah, if you got a job. And if you did, you ain't got it no more. Especially if they saw this. If I saw my employee out there, don't come back.
Don't come back, right? How's your sick grandmother?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, and people already called me on this, and I had y'all beat. I was one step ahead of you because I got several texts from people, and it's funny but not, and I was kind of sad to get these messages because we were all thinking the same thing. Boy. The Boondocks, man, that was a prolific show, a prophetic show, a genius show, a show that unfortunately tried to tell us some things and we didn't learn a goddamn thing because there was an episode with R. Kelly. Well, R. Kelly got acquitted.
Yeah.
And I'd be damned if those people in that cartoon didn't do the same thing that these people doing in real life.
I did battle with ignorance today, and ignorance won.
Oh.
That's all right.
I feel you, Huey. I feel you, man. Boy, ain't that a shame? Life is a cartoon. You know, a lot of us do feel like Huey from the Boondocks, but that you know, with that R. Kelly episode, it's funny how that kind of works out with life because I think a lot of us knew. I knew R. Kelly was going to get it. Because R. Kelly, there was just too much that was piling on at one time. The videos, the pictures, the damn pictures of him looking like Bigfoot McDonald's parking lot, creeping around at night. Documentary came out.
Yeah.
And then to cap it all off, him crying like a bitch to Gayle King.
Didn't do this stuff. Y'all killing me with this.
Voice cracking. I said, boy, that's it.
Yeah,
You
having
gone.
that meltdown right
Yeah.
there. I was like, that finished him.
Yeah.
I gave y'all 30 years.
I was like, yeah, you gone, man. Sound like damn beaker. Yeah, you gone, brother. But
Yeah. I mean, I guess people think like putting on a performance like that will have people saying like, well, you can see he's really hurt. But people are more like,
yeah, bitch, sit down.
you can act like a man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Robert.
Oh yeah, talk to him like that.
Yeah, you
Like a little
your voice
kid.
start cracking and everything. You ain't our kids no more. You Robert. Robert.
Please sit back down.
Now settle down, Robert. Gotta talk to you like you a school kid.
I know. Go get me a switch.
Robert, you want to go to the principal's office? Robert, I don't have to call your parents.
No.
You still want to go to McDonald's, Robert? Now settle down. Now I'll sit his ass down, making me quiet real quick. Okay. Can we go around 10 o'clock? Difference is with R. Kelly and Diddy, Sean Combs, or whatever the hell you want to call him. I think one of the biggest differences is that, and y'all can tell me because this is me just speculating. So R. Kelly, very popular, very rich, but Diddy had an empire. He was a mogul.
Yes. And taking him down implicates a lot of other rich and famous people.
Thank you. I was going to say this dude, he pulled a black Epstein, except that, he had a dream team of lawyers that came in, and I don't know what happened with Epstein to where they got him so quick, man. I think he just, there's just too many powerful people that said it's going to either be us or you. It ain't going to be me. But I think that Diddy was able to actually get a lot of help, a lot of protection, a lot of silence, a lot of money, had a great lawyer team. And his man, sadly, money speaks.
Oh, yeah.
That's, we all learn this one day, and it's a very sad truth, and I hope things change one day. But right now, justice is not the law. Justice is bought.
Oh, yeah. I remember having hope that things would change one day. But they are going, they're rocketing the opposite direction.
Yeah. Money is what buys you justice.
Yeah.
Can you get the right lawyers? Can you afford the best? That's what it comes down to, man. He had it. Also, again, this is what really pissing me off about this. Just so much celebrity worship going on, man.
Yeah.
Of this dude. And if you don't think that plays a factor in it, it does. It does. I think one or two of the jury members in there, I wouldn't be surprised if they were struck by him. Of course. All struck by him,
Yeah.
And celebrity worship, man, it's nothing but another religion. And it's one of the worst because your false idol and your false God is right in front of you.
Right in front of you. Not caring about you at all. They're smiling.
Yeah.
And they have this riches and this lifestyle that you think you want, but they ain't sharing it with you.
Celebrity worship it really plays a factor where people get away with these things, man.
Sure.
I mean, if you don't think any of those jury members in there did not have some level of being awestruck by Diddy, being in the courtroom,
they came
Diddy
in there,
trial.
The mind's made up.
Yeah. He was making faces at him and smiling. And
he was making hearts at people and everything.
OJ was doing the same thing.
Oh, of course.
But I will say this though, they overcharged with the racketeering.
Oh, you think that was too much?
I know it was too much because if that's why he didn't get charged that's why he's found not guilty of the forcible trafficking. One has to be true for the other has to be true. So if you can't say that he forcibly trafficked them across state lines, then that's racketeering. Plus, racketeering is an ongoing criminal conspiracy. They didn't have anybody else with them. You can't conspire with yourself. So it has to be other people.
Yeah, they did make
They
did make a joke.
That's coming straight from my dad.
Yeah, coming from your dad. I think your dad probably broke it down for you completely
all day long.
Well, I was waiting for you to get here because I was like, look, if anybody knows what went down, we'll know.
Yeah. And also that was funny that a lot of people saying even Dave Chappelle said they got him on a RICO charge by himself.
Yeah, you can't. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Ongoing criminal conspiracy.
You conspiring with what? With Tyler Durden was what you said?
No. Diddy was conspiring with Puff Daddy. Who was conspiring with Sean Combs.
Right. And then Sean John was in it too.
So your dad, because his dad's a lawyer.
Yeah.
And your dad was able to break it down for him too.
Well, yeah. And those, my dad's been in front of the Supreme Court, all kinds of federal cases, and I was like, because I remember I was about to cut my hair. I was going when she was like, they came back. I said, oh. It was toast, and then all of a sudden they were like, top chart, not, and even the woman on TV on NBC was like, what? Not guilty. What? No, but so I was like, hold on now. Yeah. And I had to listen. Then I was like, oh, the other ones. And I was like, my dad was like, yeah, I'm a little busy. I was like, no, you goddamn not. Then you gonna explain this shit to me. So it was, they overcharged with that. He said, I knew that as soon as they did it. Because also they dropped the kidnapping, they dropped weapons charges, they dropped the drug charges. Yeah. So all this other stuff, the way my dad broke it down was this is all for Diddy's personal nasty, like, yeah, he's nasty. Yeah, he's doing all this stuff for his pleasure, but there's no conspiracy there. He's doing this now. Don't get me wrong. He's doing dirt. And, and that's why he got,
he's definitely doing
guilty
dirt.
Of those other ones,
the feds went to his house for gun charges and all this kind of stuff.
But they dropped him.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Best I can figure, my dad was saying it's because they couldn't find any other people that conspire with him. Those guns are probably legal. The one with where he's beating her ass, that terrible video where he's beating her up, that's outside the statute of limitations. It happened so long ago that, you can't charge him with assault.
Wow.
And so they just went for the other stuff. And I guess, I don't know why they dropped the drug charges. Maybe they up, a search or something, but... but he said as soon as they dropped that kidnapping stuff, he was like, and they still gonna charge RICO? He was like, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's hard to explain racketeering to people, to regular jurors.
Right.
Yeah, because they think Tony Soprano. They don't think.
What kind of lawyer is your dad?
He's a corporate and civil.
Okay.
But he used to do criminal. He did criminal for years. He used to be a prosecutor.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. 30 years ago. Something like that.
Yeah.
He was assistant at AG here.
I wonder if they'll be looking at him a little closer after this.
Yeah, so I wonder if this means that he can't get up to the shenanigans he was before.
And
man, he gonna be up there with MC Hammer preaching to people. I think he may have been like, all right, man, this is 2 times now. I need to clean up my.
Oh, he's gonna do things on the down low a lot more.
Very much on the down low.
Man, I would say this about Diddy. In the words of Diddy, we won't stop.
Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop.
We won't stop. That kind of behavior does not stop.
That's true. That's true. That's
very true.
I'm letting y'all know right now. This man is
going to McDonald's.
He's the deviant of one of the highest levels. Mm-hmm. He has the power to continue to be a deviant. He can just be a deviant more on the down low now.
Yeah.
He's not going to stop doing this. And let me just also say that nobody should be. The words they use today is kink shame. Nobody should be sex shamed, because everybody's trying to affiliate being, and that's not me trying to talk about, because I know I always talk about I'm crazy and I'm a sex addict and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying this for myself. I'm saying that there has been just a lot of negativity put towards just alternative lifestyles. Now that Diddy's been out there, he's kind of made it bad for swingers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Shuttering down and closing shit down. Not tonight.
And
man.
The swingers are still like, we ain't stopping. But goddamn, you're not making it easy for us, man.
We got to change the venue up here.
Yeah.
Well, now if you go use somebody's bathroom, you see baby oil there, you're going to be like, ugh, I got to get out of here.
Even Johnson & Johnson, we ain't done a damn thing. We put it out there, he bought it. We didn't do anything.
We just thought everybody was ashy. We didn't know.
Yeah, and he's...
Oh, really? He bought cases and cases, and you didn't think nothing of it.
But here's the thing. It's not like he's buying guns. It's not illegal to have baby oil. It's weird. But it's not illegal.
Yeah.
I guess Ashton Kutcher can come on back to the country now.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about, sex and with Diddy. Diddy has made it just bad for people who have alternative lifestyles, which is not wrong. People have swingers parties. People are swingers. People participate in consenting. Consenting. Alternative behavior. You know, I mean, that should not be judged. But I'd be damned this man did not come out there and make everybody look like a pervert.
I can't even buy baby oil now.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's for my baby. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
He's put babies right here.
Yeah.
I'm sure KY went down in stock after this. Be like, no, people gonna. You know,
Of course.
KY is the least weird thing you can buy now. People are like, all right, you ain't creepy.
Well,
Put that baby oil back there.
I suppose that was the thing I was most surprised about, that he had so much baby oil instead of KY, which is a superior product.
I think because it was easy to put the baby oil all over your body.
Yeah, baby oil don't dry
Yeah.
up like KY.
Man, yeah, he had
This shit was going on for days, Martin.
man, he had sex parties like they were all on a slip and slide. You
Yeah.
know, they were. It was.
He filled up a whole kiddie pool with one. Made her get in it.
I mean, he had orgies that looked like a damn can of worms. You
Yeah.
know?
God damn.
No, he's gonna be on the down low because now he has to kind of pull himself out the public eye.
He's gonna do like Charlie Sheen.
Ain't nobody gonna do any more at least immediately. Now, who knows how the world is working, but immediately nobody's gonna be doing any kind of brand deals with him. That's tainted, unless we talking about some real crazy kind of brand.
People
They have nothing to lose. But he's gonna have to be a little careful, pull back, not be out there. But you think those damn Diddy parties and those white parties are gonna stop? No.
They'll
They'll slow down.
They won't be so grand.
Yeah, it won't be so grand. They'll be more underground. He won't be getting all the big celebrities showing up like before.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. He'll still call some freaks over. But it's
He's gonna be like Charlie Sheen. He's gonna have a stable of 5 or 6 that he knows keeps on the payroll. And he's just gonna do like, y'all, I live in the guest house. I'll say nothing.
Hell, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it'd be like that Tyler Perry movie.
Which one?
The one with the artist who had the
Go in the red room downstairs.
The sex dungeon in his building.
Oh, your movie.
Oh no, not that one.
No, not that one. No.
The more recent one. With,
There's 2 scenes like that. He's got that one in the other one too. You're right.
I think Tyler Perry might have a sex dungeon thinking about it now.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you though, man. Yeah, money buys justice. Celebrity worship is still out there. It ain't helping anything. Hell, next year I wouldn't be surprised we see Diddy back out there. Dressed like this.
Pussy, make sure you don't never talk to me like that. So what did I do to you? What did I do to you?
It's a bunch of black dudes out there dressed up
like
in Halloween costume, trying to act street.
yeah.
Who was he arguing with in that video?
Batman.
Oh, come on, man. Give it up. That was good. Batman's like, hey.
Batman, you a bitch, nigga.
Yeah. Batman's trying to, a little decorum. Let's keep this civil.
Sorry, I thought you were the real Joker. Excuse me.
You black. I'm out. When's your next party, dude?
Boy, I tell you, man. I tell you what I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss those Diddy variants out there. All those courtroom sketches. I mean, and they were still crazy today. They made it look like after the verdict was done, Diddy went and hid under the table.
Yeah, they did. I was like, what kind of shit? No, seriously, I was like, what kind of MC Escher shit is that?
Was he hiding from the verdict?
No, he went down and was praying, but that's a weird way they did it.
That's a weird picture.
That's somebody trying to do it real quick before he got up.
Call me when it's done. He looked like he went under there to take a nap.
Wow. I can't believe how bad all those sketches were.
Yeah, they were. You know what though? They have to do them fast. My shit would be stick figures. I'm just saying.
I know you got to do them fast, but there's a point where you like look at what you did the last couple of days and be like, I got to get better.
No, you're right, man.
I'm convinced with Donald Trump that woman was doing that shit on purpose.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I was like, yeah, I know you better. Man.
Like
you fucking with him right now.
Like when you got damn giraffe. When you got giraffe Puffy. When you got Frederick Douglass Puffy. You know.
That one like Danny Glover.
This is what he's throwing hard. That was like Danny Glover. Right there, man.
I'm too old for this shit.
They got one where it looks like he's running into the courtroom after he got to taking a shower.
Oh God!
Oh, that's when he's going down the hallway.
Yeah,
in the video.
In the video, but it looks like it's part of the courtroom.
Okay.
Yeah. It looked like he just ran to the courtroom, beat somebody's ass.
Like he's stalking.
I'm late. I'm sorry, y'all.
It looked like a little Diddy ran in there.
Like, y'all really started before without me, huh?
I will say this though: they did him right on his body in that picture because he didn't look like that in that video.
Oh yeah.
I mean. That looks like any black man. And look at these aliens
like
back
Morgan
here.
Freeman. On the left there. What the fuck?
My favorite is Grinch Diddy, where he's blowing kisses at people.
Oh shit! That looks more like
All right, that looks like one where they had something big planned, and they were like, "Hey, it's time. Turn it in."
Huh?
Oh, well, no, I haven't even put the shade in.
Yeah.
Turn it in.
Okay, all right.
Shit.
And this is my favorite is this one because of Oz. Oz said he looked at this one. He's like, when he saw it, he heard. So you're probably wondering how I got it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, when he said that. I like that Gotti shit.
Yeah, well,
Diddy
tell your
Barry.
father thank you for the legal.
Oh shit! No,
expertise,
yeah,
man.
I couldn't. You know.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I mean, some of it I was like, okay, I don't understand. And he broke it down for me.
This seems to be like a lot of times with these celebrities when they go with this trial and then they get off, and it's always like, oh, they didn't charge them right or they overcharged them.
And here's a great question. Somebody just asked me. They said, and this is a question for all of us actually, but somebody, they asked me what I thought about this. And they said, do you think the judge is being petty by not granting him bail because he's not going to be able to get out of jail right now? And I think, no, that was the right thing. The judge knows how this already looks to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. He is a violent guy, as has been proven. He has enough money to be a flight risk if he wanted to.
Well, they have his plane sequestered. They got his passport. Where's he going to go if somebody doesn't recognize him?
I don't know.
Well, according to the statute, he should have gotten bail.
Yeah.
That's what my dad said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, the judge said he was a violent risk to let go.
He doesn't have a criminal record.
Yeah, I think the judge got it right, man. I think
No. I mean, it was whatever.
Yeah, I think the judge, if for nothing else, it just for the public, this looks better. I mean, people because they're already
Agreed.
up and
Well,
on.
at least let the witnesses like hire bodyguards or do whatever they got to do.
They got his plane. They got his passport. They probably, if they put him on bail, they'd make him wear an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
They'd have people coming in doing drug tests. I mean, every week they'd have people watching him. And like I said, if
Would
you face,
would they not watch his bank accounts too? If he was,
they probably would if he left. But what I'm saying is, if he's facing 5 years, ain't no reason for him to leave. Just do your goddamn time and move on.
Yeah.
Like, if he was facing 25 years, they'd be like, oh, hell no. He's probably going to skedaddle.
He is very happy about this.
Yeah, I'm talking tears of joy.
Yeah. If it's 5 years, house arrest.
That's why he took a nap right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be just fine.
It might be 2 years. Yeah.
Surprised you didn't have a teddy bear in that picture.
Right, exactly. Well, think about it. Man. If you're facing from now on or 5 years, and you get 5 years, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
I think the judge was basing it off of just his past violent behavior.
Yeah, that and appearances. I think you're right.
And appearances. The judge,
which I understand.
The judge knows that a lot of people were looking for blood with this. The public was looking for it. They're not going to be happy at all.
Not those people outside the courtroom.
No, those ignorant ass people. I mean, there's always going to be some.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just because of the way this appears to the public, he had to do that. And I think, again, based on his violent behavior, that is a wise choice. That's just what I think. But I'm not an expertise like, your dad is. So,
well, my dad was just basically saying, look, the judge, based on, case law and that kind of thing, he can say, all right, no, I ain't gonna let you out because you are violent. Now, what my dad was saying is, him as a judge or prosecutor or any kind of attorney, if he was his defense attorney, he's like, look, he's not facing a lot of time. He's not going after anybody.
Yeah,
he's gonna go home and sit there and mind his goddamn. He ain't even gonna watch the porno channel at home. He's gonna just chill and be like, all right.
Ain't nobody believing that.
What I'm saying is, but he's not going after.
He's gonna be making porn,
right? But he's not going after anybody. Not for no 5. Yeah, come on, he's got a little bit of time.
I got a question to ask you.
It's too close for comfort.
And I don't know if you know it or if this is something you should ask your father, but nobody believes he's going to serve 20 years, of course. They say it's up to 20 years.
Well, consecutive because 2 charges of 10 years.
So,
but I doubt that.
Yeah. So what do you think the reality is that he'll serve?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, we know he's been in shenanigans before, but he has never been convicted of a crime. So he does not have a criminal record. Mm-hmm. Like, he's been charged and been dropped and that kind of stuff. So you really, legally, you can't put that into consideration. Yeah. So that's why the prosecutors aren't asking the judge to max him out. They're asking for 5.5 years. His lawyers are asking for 2.5. I think the judge is going to give him 5.5, something like that. He'll probably only serve 2 and some change. Yeah. But that's it. Yeah. I mean, that's what I think. And that's what my dad was saying too. So
I'm sorry, I found the worst one.
Oh no.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look like a monster, brother.
He looks like a bird.
What the Oh my God.
That looked like a parrot.
Man, somebody was drunk. Somebody was drunk that day. Somebody was hungover and said, I don't even feel like being here.
Right. Or it's somebody's first day.
I don't even know about
look, Daddy can't make it. You need to go in. Just be me. Just, I'm showing you how to use the crayons. You can do this.
Wow. That looks like a cockatoo of blackface right there. That looks terrible.
Diddy Combs.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. But yes.
That's somebody who's probably new to the job. Started off with the hey, I got this.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that much. They didn't realize how much time they had. Oh shit, eyes, nose, mouth.
Yeah.
There you go. He's black, right? There you go.
I don't care if it's a goddamn stick figure. Give it here.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was almost like the courtroom artist didn't show up and the judge was like, you draw it.
Yeah.
He's like a Dick Tracy.
Yeah, I'm not just you got a pen, draw it.
Wait, he's got 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth.
He looks like a Dick Tracy villain. Like one of those grotesque, like those Rose Gallery, little face or something.
Damn. Got an asshole for a mouth and eyes looking crazy.
I'll tell you, man, somebody was drunk, man, or hungover.
And Simon Bar sinister eyebrows.
Yeah. He got a black Dorito for an eyebrow right here. This is insane. I'm going to miss this. This is terrible what happened, but I love this.
Well,
He'll get in trouble over something
I
else.
hope so. I want him to go back to jail just for this.
They'll do it for his sentencing.
Oh yeah.
This fall.
It's not over yet.
This fall, coming more pictures. Yeah.
Coming this
Stay
fall.
tuned. Stay
You know
tuned.
what? Everybody that goes to the courtroom, I think they should just give them a box of crayons. Just let them go to town. Let everybody do something. They can't do any better or worse than this, right?
Nobody can do any worse than that. I couldn't do it.
I think somebody can.
I don't know.
Yeah, this looks like a...
Now, see, he might go after that person.
And you can't blame him.
that
That's a justifiable homicide.
that better watch his back.
If Diddy said, if you let me out, I'm going after that motherfucker. The judge would be like, bail.
Okay.
Bail said $5.
Right.
We'll give you this one.
Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.